Visualizing cell values with data bars. We aren't limited to just highlighting cells based on the numbers inside them. Excel gives us access to three specific types of visual conditional formatting. If you click on the conditional formatting drop-down menu, you'll see exactly what I'm referring to. Sitting right there in the list are options for data bars, color scales, and icon sets. For this lesson, we are going to kick things off by focusing on data bars. Just like with previous tools, go ahead and select all the data cells where you want to apply these bars. Gradient fill versus solid fill. Head back up to conditional formatting and select data bars from the menu. You'll notice the options are split into two categories, gradient fill and solid fill. The difference between them is exactly what the name suggests. Gradient fill creates a bar that fades from darker to lighter across its length. Solid fill gives you a uniform color throughout the entire bar. That's the only distinction between these two groups. Let's go with the green solid fill option. Take a moment to read the screen tip that appears when you hover over it. It tells you that data bars add a colored bar to represent the value in a cell, and that higher values produce longer bars. Each bar becomes a visual translation of the number sitting in that cell. A large number stretches the bar further across the cell, while a small number keeps it short. When someone glances at your spreadsheet, they can instantly see which values are high and which are low without reading the numbers. It's a quick way to show how individual values compare to everything else in your selected range. Modifying data bar rules. As soon as you apply a data bar, Excel treats it as a rule. If you want to change how the data bar looks or works, go to Conditional Formatting and then open Manage Rules. You can see the data bar rule there. Open it to edit. Here, you can choose how the data bar is displayed. By default, Excel uses the smallest value and the largest value in the selected range. These two values control how long each bar appears. Instead of using automatic values, you can enter your own numbers. You might type a specific minimum value and a specific maximum value. You can also switch the type to percentage or use another option depending on how you want the bars to scale. In most cases, if you simply want the bars to adjust based on the lowest and highest values in the data, leaving both settings on automatic is the default behavior Excel uses. Customizing bar appearance. The lower portion of the rule editor handles visual styling. Here, you can toggle between solid fill and gradient fill without starting over. You can change the fill color to anything you like, perhaps a soft pink if green is in your style. Click the color selector and pick exactly what works for your presentation. You can also add borders around your bars. Select Solid Border from the Border dropdown, then choose a border color. A dark purple border against a pink fill? Why not? Once you've made your selections, confirm with OK, then OK again to close the Rules Manager. Your data bars now reflect those customizations throughout the entire range. Hiding values and showing only bars. There is also an option to display only the bar without showing the actual number value alongside it. You might wonder when this would actually be practical. Consider situations involving sensitive information. Imagine you work in a human resources department and need to present salary data across various departments during a meeting. Projecting exact salary figures onto a screen where many colleagues can see them might create problems. However, showing just the bars gives everyone a general sense of how salaries compare between departments without revealing the precise amounts. To enable this setting, you need to access the Rule Management options. Open the Rule Editor for your existing data bar rule. Inside the Editing dialog, you will find a checkbox or option labeled Show Bar Only. Select this option, then confirm by clicking OK. Click OK once more on any remaining dialog boxes. After applying this change, your cells will display only the colored bars. The underlying numbers remain in the cells and still exist in your data, but they become invisible. Selective application. You don't have to apply data bars to every single column. Sometimes it makes sense to show data bars only on a totals column while leaving individual figures visible elsewhere. Other times, you might want the full visual treatment across everything. Excel doesn't impose restrictions here. You control exactly which cells receive the formatting. Data bars are dynamic. One of the best aspects of data bars is their responsiveness. change a value, and the bars adjust automatically. If a cell currently shows 1000 and you replace it with 4000, watch what happens the moment you press enter. That bar extends to reflect the new, larger value, and all surrounding bars recalibrate proportionally. No manual refresh required. Everything stays in sync with your actual data. Removing data bars. When you're ready to remove data bars, you have two paths. You can open Manage Rules and delete the specific rule you created. Alternatively, use the Clear Rules option found under Conditional Formatting. From there, choose whether to clear rules from your current selection or wipe all rules from the entire sheet. That covers data bars completely, a simple visual method for representing cell values at a glance.